Hello, hello. My name is Amy. Welcome to Restorative Yoga. With us, our gorgeous yoga model. My voice is going to be guiding you through this practice today. Liz is going to be practicing and moving through these yoga asanas. Restorative yoga is a practice where we tend to hold things for a lot longer to kind of get past the muscle into the connective tissues, really find time to honestly restore the muscles that we use every single day, and find a little R&R time at the same time. So be prepared to unplug and unwind and hopefully enjoy. If you can grab some props around your house, I've just taken these from a guest bedroom. These are a couple of king pillows from a guest bed, a firmer pillow here if you have a couple of these are actually nice. Also, if you have any towels that you can roll up into a nice roll or even a fold, these are helpful to sit on or to go into your knees with the different postures that we move into. So we're going to begin today just in a comfortable seat, first to settle. And since you're at home, if that means sitting at your favorite chair or on your favorite couch, that's fine. We're looking for really just a moment of quiet before we start to move our body into different postures. So I like to prop my hips up a little bit if you're sitting on the floor. It's kind of a nice release for your lower back. Otherwise, sometimes you can hold some tension there. So once you find your comfortable seat, go ahead and just start to settle in. Start to just let go of your day, release. Tune into the surroundings that you've created for yourself. Tune into your own breath, your own body. And start to just quiet the mind, quiet the breath. Maybe close your eyes if you feel safe and comfortable doing so. Maybe your hands are relaxed on your knees, or maybe they're in your lap. Just taking a few breaths here, really just to settle in and arrive, to be here now. You've carved out time from your schedule, so you have nothing left to worry about right now. Just enjoy the next 45 minutes or so of breath, opening, and relaxation. Taking just 3 more breaths here, really sinking in before we start to move on. And then as you're ready, if you moved to a chair, come back to that place on your mat or on the floor, wherever you are at your house. And we're going to begin today in a forward fold butterfly. So this position is where your feet will connect, your heels and toes connect, and your knees will splay out wide. And this is a supported position, so you can take your pillows, or Liz has bolsters in front of her. You can take your blankets and place them on your feet. You can also use your towels maybe to place under your knees or under your shins and thighs. This will help really bring some support to your outer knee and your outer hip. So with this position to begin with, take a moment and maybe bring your hands to your knees and just pull your heart forward, finding a nice long spine. And then start to lean forward and crawling forward and start to fall into the support that's in front of you. So notice what it feels like in your lower back. Maybe you want more height, more props, whatever you may have, to allow yourself to just lean as far as what works for you. Part of restorative is using these props to allow our body to really fully and completely release and relax. And so it's important to take as much time as you need to really get comfortable in your setup. So if you started to get set up and you're not quite there, adjust as you need. Maybe you need more, maybe you need less. And then once you find your space and place where you're comfortable in your forward fold, do one more body scan here, moving from your shoulders down your torso to your hips, your knees. Make sure you don't have any tension. Again, if you need to wiggle or move and readjust, it's more than welcome. And in this position, notice the opening that might be happening in your inner thighs. Breathing into this space, keeping it safe and comfortable. Notice your lower back as you inhale and exhale. Your breath may serve as a massage for your body. Notice your breath should be becoming softer, quieter as you sink in, staying tuned in to the opening that's happening in your body. Notice your shoulders, your arms. See if you're holding any weight there. See if it's possible to completely let go. Relaxing, submitting your body completely to the earth. As you inhale and exhale, keep your awareness in your back body, your spine. Notice with each inhale how it moves up and down your spine. Notice with each exhale your knees may soften closer to the earth. Your torso gets heavier with every exhale, sinking further and further in. We're going to take 3 more breaths in this position. So really let your body get heavy here. And then as you're ready to start to unwind, using the strength of your arms, you're going to bring your torso upright, moving as slowly as you need, moving through honey. And as you come upright, once again, either have your hands on your knees and just open your chest, find maybe an upper body back bend, or you can even place your hands behind you and lean back. Your fingers can place and face backwards or forwards. It's up to you. Finding an upper back bend. If it's right, you might even want to look up a little, just to release and unwind. Take a deep inhale into this gentle back bend. And then exhale, release. We're going to move into dragonfly pose, which is a wide leg forward fold with support in front of us. So again, it's a forward fold. And what you're going to do is extend your legs out long, as wide as what's comfortable for you. If you need your knees bent, that's no problem. Maybe you even want your rolled up towels under your knees so they can completely release again. Whatever works best for you, bringing whatever props you need in front of you. And then gently starting to walk your fingertips forward. So notice your edge. Notice at first we begin with a nice long spine, and it's a hinge at the hip. Notice at first we actually want some energy in our legs and our toes pointing toward the sky. And then as you start to forward fold into your support in front of you, see about then relaxing completely into it. Yeah, maybe you turn your head from one side to the other. See which side works best to begin. And then completely relax the energy in your legs. Relax your toes. Relax your arms. Relax your back body. And start to breathe into the inner thighs once again. Notice if you're feeling any tension in your legs. If so, adjust. Bring them in, bend the knees, whatever you need. Staying in tune to your body, enough that allows you to really release and find some depth here. You're naturally stretching your hamstrings, opening your inner thigh, stretching your lower back, your back body, your shoulders. So allow everything to just completely relax. Let your belly go. No need to hold on to any tension anymore. Let the weight of your arms sink into the earth. Let the weight of your torso sink into the support in front of you. And allow your breath, as you inhale, to go down your spine all the way. And then as you exhale, let everything release a little more. Inhale, notice your back body rise. Exhale, notice you sink a little deeper. If you've turned your head to one side, now might be a good time to turn it to the other, just to find balance in your neck. Staying connected with this softening feeling, this releasing feeling of letting go. Nothing to do, nothing to hold on to. Falling closer and closer to the earth with each exhale. We're going to be here for just about 3 more breaths. It's really, really just sink in. And as you're ready, starting to gently release, bringing your torso gently upright. Once again, maybe planting your hands back by your hips and see about a gentle back bend here. Notice an expansion in your collarbones after rounding through the spine. Notice a little length in your spine. Maybe even look up. And then releasing that, we're going to move into a reclined butterfly. So just like where we started in the beginning, only instead of forward folding, all of our support is going to be behind us, except for the pieces, whether they be towels or whatever, blankets, that you might want under your knees. So again, the soles of your feet will be together. Support I really like having under my knees, my shins, my thighs. Yeah, she's got some little bolsters that she's using here. And Liz has one bolster she's putting behind her if you have bolsters or multiple pillows at home. Personally, I like having a lot behind me so that I can really just feel kind of my heart elevated above my hips. But find what works for you. Get a proper setup. Maybe you want an extra pillow under your neck. Make sure that when you fall back into this position, gently using your hands to support you, of course, but as you come back into this position, allow yourself to find your sweet spot, your comfort zone. Yeah. So, yeah, good. Do you need a pillow behind your neck, or are you comfortable? You're okay? Okay. So Liz is using 2 pillows, 2 large bolsters actually underneath her, which are very supportive. A home pillow isn't going to be quite as firm, so you might need 4 or 5 home pillows to obtain this look right here. As you sink in, make sure that you feel safe and supported. Make sure that your shoulders can feel open and heavy dropping behind you. You're going to notice your collarbones might have a feeling of expansion. Your inner thighs, we've already stretched quite a bit, so maybe you don't need the support under your knees anymore. Maybe you want more support. Yeah. Sinking into the position that you've chosen, making sure it's right for your body. Let's do a full body scan, starting at the tip of your brow. Notice if you're holding any tension here. See what you can do to soften and release. Moving to your ears. See if they feel maybe a little heavier as you can release the muscular structure behind them. Moving down your jaw and your mouth. Allow your tongue to just rest gently behind your teeth. Maybe your jaw opens slightly. Notice your neck should feel long and supported. If you have any tension here, let it go. Bringing awareness to your shoulders. See if you're still holding anything right here. And allow them to drop and drape around the support just a little bit more. Bring awareness to your heart. Tune in to your own heartbeat. Bringing awareness into your belly, noticing each inhale creates a gentle front body stretch. And each exhale should soften. Notice your hips heavy into the earth. And if you're holding any tension that's preventing you from completely letting go, see if you can inhale into your hips and exhale, let go of that tension. Same with your inner thighs, the groin area, breathing into that area. Exhaling and softening, allowing your knees to drop closer to the earth. Scanning down to your knees, check in once again, see if they're holding on to anything. And exhale, let go. Your heels are connected. See if they're holding anything. Maybe you soften, maybe they separate a little. It's okay. Your toes have nothing to do, nothing to hold, no balance to be done. So really let them sink in further. Letting the whole body, as it inhales, rise, and as it exhales, falls. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. So really enjoy this heart opening, this space. And moving with awareness gently and carefully. To get out of this, you may want to roll to one side, or you may want to use your strength of your arms to just bring your torso upright. Maybe you find that back bend once again, that gentle, gentle back bend, if that's the way you chose to get up. And then wiggle and move, in the way that you feel. Liz is doing some nice body rolls in a seated position that should feel really nice after forward folding and then opening the heart. Yeah. And then as you're ready, moving more toward the front of your mat again, we're going to move into a rested swan position. In vinyasa, that's known as pigeon. In restorative or yin, it's known as rested swan. So we're going to take our right leg bent in front of us, so the right knee is forward and the right ankle is kind of toward our left hip. We're going to bring all of our props in front of us. If you want all of them, you may not need them all. You may want a prop under your right hip to elevate your right hip. That's comfortable for some people. And then we're going to make our way into a forward fold over the bent right knee. Yeah. So you can see Liz has one bolster in front of her for her arms, and then she's contemplating bringing another, but she's not sure. So it takes time to adjust in restorative. It takes time to find the right position. So it's important that you find the right position for you. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, so notice where your comfort zone is and how long it takes. You know, sometimes I adjust for a full minute before I really start to sink in. So it's okay to honor that time, to get comfortable, to allow your body to really release. You know, there's no point in practicing this if you're uncomfortable. The point of restorative is true relaxed comfort while the body is opening. So, yeah. Start to scan your body once again. Start to fall back into the earth and find that quiet heartbeat that you have found in the other positions. Start to notice the stretch in your outer right hip. Start to notice if you're holding any tension, maybe in that hip or in that leg. And see if you can breathe into that space and soften. Tuning into your breath and how you can move it through your body, how you can use it as a tool to really release, let go, and create space. And here we're creating space in our right hip, creating flexibility without really having to do much. So enjoy this moment of just opening, softening, relaxing into it. Again, notice with each inhale you do rise slightly, and with each exhale you fall deeper, becoming more open. And take your awareness into your body, doing your own body scan, noticing if you are still holding tension or resistance anywhere, wherever that may be. See if you can find it. Bring awareness to it and soften, let it go. I'm a person who tends to hold tension in my feet, of all places. So I often have to tell my toes to just relax and let go. Maybe it's in your hips or your shoulders or your mouth. This is a time to be true to ourselves and know where we can improve our awareness and soften where we hold. It's human nature to walk around this earth holding some bit of tension. And we practice yoga to bring awareness to that space, to teach us how to soften. So listen to your body. Soften where you need. We're just going to take 3 more breaths here. So really let these breaths be the biggest inhales and the longest exhales that you've had thus far. And then moving with quiet, calm awareness, starting to unwind this position. We're going to keep our props in front of us. If you had them sideways, you may want them more forward, because we're going to move into a twisted deer position, which is same leg forward. And if you need to let your legs go out and unwind while I talk about this, by all means, stretch and release and let that go while I show you where we're moving to. So you're going to have your right thigh hypothetically parallel to the front of your mat, and your leg will be bent in and connecting your right foot to your left thigh. Your left leg is going to be bent, so you've kind of got this pinwheel effect happening. All of your weight is really on your right hip. Your left hip is elevated. And you're going to turn your torso over your support in front of you. And you may need a lot more support here. You may need less. And you're going to twist your body so that it can fall over your support system here. So you're going to notice as you fall, you may have to adjust, bringing your pillows closer to your hips or further away. You may need more support under your elbows or arms or head. And you're going to turn your head in the direction of your right knee. If it's comfortable for you to twist a little more, you can turn and look to the right. So, good. So Liz didn't need a lot of support for this position. She has an incredibly flexible spine. I like to use a couple of bolsters here and enjoy the height underneath my torso as you twist. But again, find what works for your body in this position. It may require adding more support or removing support. You should notice that your left hip is highly elevated. Which is perfect. Good. It should feel comfortable on your right hip. We've been breathing into this space on your right side quite a bit. If you did need support under your right hip, like a rolled up blanket or pillow, that works. And finding this position, really start to soften once again. Really start to fall into this twist through your spine. Stretch through the right hip. And relax through the shoulders. Allow your belly once again to completely let go. There's nothing to hold on to. Your belly can completely soften into the support that's holding you. Allow your shoulders to drape around the support and your head to feel heavy and your neck to be comfortable. So if you've turned your head one way and it's causing any stress, you can always turn it another way. Breathing into your back body still, noticing those inhales allowing you to rise, and those exhales really sinking you in. Only going to be here for 3 more breaths. So once again, see what you can do to really sink in, fall in, get heavy. And then as you're ready, you can start to unwind, lifting your torso, bringing your legs back up, moving your props out of the way, moving at the pace that you need to move. It might feel nice to roll onto your back here and do a happy baby. It might feel nice to extend your legs long and shake your legs out. It might feel nice to fall back into a child's pose. Take about a minute or so here and really just move and release and let go in whatever way you feel your body is asking for before we do those same poses on the other side. Yeah. All that forward folding, it might feel really nice to be on your back body. Find some length in your spine under a firm surface. Yeah. And then no hurry, move when you're ready. We're going to move into that supported resting swan with the left knee in front and the right leg behind. So again, in yoga vinyasa, we call it pigeon, resting pigeon. In restorative or yin, it's called sleeping swan. I think I said resting swan, but same thing. Bringing your props in front of you, maybe slightly to the right of your left knee. You should have maybe an idea of how many props you want at this point based on how you supported yourself on the other side, but maybe this side is different. So listen to your body. And again, if you need to have a rolled up towel or a folded blanket under your left hip, that's comfortable for some people. It's also always an option to just lay on your back and bring your left knee into your chest, working your shin toward your collarbone. Yeah. And then start to tune in once again. Start to fall in once again. To notice if you have any tension that you're hanging on to in your shoulders, your back body. Start to notice if you have any tension in your left hip, and see if you can soften and release into that area. Notice if your back right leg is still gripping or holding anything. See what you can do to allow it to just be completely heavy into the earth below you. And then once again, tune into that breath. Finding your inhales, creating a rise in your back body. And an exhale as you soften closer to Mother Earth. Allowing that left hip, outer hip, inner thigh to really release and stretch here. This should feel really good. So make sure you're not fighting anything and that you're just completely falling in. And moving or wiggling as you need, just honoring your body. Inhaling into your back body and exhale as you soften. Now staying as deep as you can in this position. We're just going to be here for 3 more breaths. So see what you can do to really submerge yourself into the earth. Really release yourself into this position. It's personally one of my favorite places to be. And then moving slowly and with awareness, we're going to move into that twisted deer forward fold. So at your pace, with your awareness, you're going to elevate your torso. Maybe move in some ways that feel nice. Releasing your legs if you want before we move on. Anything that works right for you to reset, to unwind, to soften. And then when you're there, and only when you're there, no hurry, you're going to bring your left thigh somewhat parallel to the top of your mat and your right thigh back. So your left foot will kind of be resting on the top of your right thigh, and you create this pinwheel effect with your hips. Again, your support goes back in front of you so that when you forward fold, you're angling forward. And then you can turn your head to the left this time, or if it's better, you can turn it to the right. This twisted deer position is a spinal twist while you're still stretching this left hip. I know your hips may be talking to you a little now, but on your next vinyasa class, you'll thank me. So falling into it, using the support that you need. You've been here on the other side, but this is your first time on this side, and our bodies naturally are slightly different from one side to the next. Or maybe you're looking at an injury and you need to improvise with your body to support and honor your injury. Because this is a pretty intense stretch, we don't stay here quite as long. So see what you can do to settle in the space and place that you found. See what you can do to find that tension or that stress that you may be holding. And breathe into it so that you can release it. keeping your awareness in tune with your breath. Inhale, you rise, and exhale, you fall deeper. Softening as you're expanding effortlessly. Going to be here for just 3 more breaths. So allow these 3 final breaths in this pose to be deep, to be true to your body. Placing your hands on the earth below you, swinging your right leg maybe around, elevating your torso. Go ahead and move all the props out of your way, and once again, why don't you lay on your back and find a happy baby pose, or even extend your legs long onto the mat and stretch more through the right side and then more through the left side. Yeah. Allow your body to completely reset and unwind from all of that work in your hips, your inner thighs. Yeah, maybe a happy baby. Bringing your knees to your chest and holding or rocking back and forth. Staying aware and soft and calm in your breath. And staying aware and soft and calm in body. And then as you're ready, our final pose today is Savasana. I like to support my knees. I like to put a big bolster under both of my knees. Allow your legs to spread out wide. Allow your arms to spread out wide. Back body directly on the floor. If the bolster is not comfortable for you, you can always have your feet wide and your knees connecting, bent high, whatever works for you. Savasana is a time where we really completely let go of all the work we just did, all the inner thigh stretches that we just worked through, the twisting in our spine, the forward folds in our hips. During this time of Savasana, we completely absorb all of the opening that we just created. So allow your body here to really completely and fully let go. You have nothing left to do in this practice today, but honor this time to just breathe on your backs quietly for about a minute. My voice is going to be quiet. I'm going to let you just completely hear your own breath. Hear your own inhales and your own exhales. So feel free to comfortably let go. I'll alert you when we'll move again. Bring some awareness back to your body, maybe into your fingers and your toes. Start to wiggle, start to wake up, bringing back some movement in whatever way feels right. Maybe bring your arms over your head, take a nice full body stretch. Maybe bring your knees into your chest. Moving with love and kindness to your body, yet staying connected to this calm, peaceful breath and mind. And as you're ready, only as you're ready, maybe roll to one side, left or right, or even stay on your back. Before you make your way into a seated position, when you're ready, you can decide to use the strength of your arms. Maybe you prop your hips up and find that comfortable seat that we began with. As you're ready, bringing your hands to your heart center, find a slight bow with your chin. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself, carving out this space in your day to give yourself the gift to restore, the gift of calm and peace in both mind and body. I thank you so much for honoring your body and taking this time today. And Liz, I thank you so much for being here with us. And I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. Namaste.